Well, hello, friends.
Yeah, hello again.
I got my dad Gordon here with me today, and let me tell you right off the bat, when it rains, it pours,
Yes.
right?
Yeah,
If one thing goes wrong, sometimes it's like one thing after another, and I really hope that right now it's not going to be another example of that, where look at the sky. It was bright and sunny literally as soon as we went and had breakfast, and now it's overcast, and now suddenly there's a chance of rain in the forecast. So I really hope that won't be the case as we're doing the live stream. Sorry guys, there's just a scooter. Yeah, hopefully the weather will be good, but I also apologize that we are doing this a day later than I initially planned, because first of all, don't need to open my buttons too much, but as you can see with the thumbnail, I am still a lobster from my very bad sunburn a couple of days ago. I forgot how bad it is. This guy doesn't really get sunburned. Because like, look, farmer's tan.
yeah, farmer's tan.
And white. If you had this exposed, you'd get a sunburn, but the rest has been so damaged by the sun that it's not gonna burn. But for me, with my baby white skin, I really have to be so careful about sunscreen. So I will recover, I will be better. But yeah, that happened 2 days ago, and then my dad had an upset stomach. So we're both, on the mend, but happy to be here doing this live stream with you guys, because it has been a minute. The last one we did was in Vietnam, and then we were both sick in Laos.
Yeah,
So it's been a challenging trip, to be honest. Like, it's been amazing, but it's also been like a lot of things to deal with. So thank you guys for your patience. And right off the bat, want to say a big thank you to this 2 super chats. If there's more, please let me know. But I see 2 super chats here. One from Emerson. Thank you so much for the super chat. And then I see one from Jim Ross, as always. Thank you so much for coming out, Jim. Alina spent the early fall in the Maritimes. Our heroine neglected mentioning getting nipped by a supper lobster, eating lobster rolls for strength. With addition of sunlight. Canadian superhero lobster girl emerges today. Well, thank you very much, Jim. I don't know if this is like payback for all the lobsters that I ate, but yeah, that was a time. So thank you for coming out as always. Also a regular here. Thank you so much to Harriet, Jim, and Yuki, as always, for the suntan fund. Thank you guys. I appreciate it because some of you, if you watched my latest videos, may know that the reason actually that this happened is because they took my sunscreen away.
yes.
They took away my damn sunscreen.
On the train.
Yeah, on the Laos train. I had a great like aerosol version from Canada that I'd been loving using. They took it away because they don't allow aerosols. And so in Laos, they only had, literally 2 brands that they sold a sunscreen, and yeah, I bought it thinking it was all right, and actually it was. And then I bought the same brand here in Thailand, and it did nothing. And then this happened. So if they had not taken away my sunscreen, I would be in much better shape. Question for you, Dad. Does your dad have health insurance? Just wondering, as it seems expensive for anyone over 60.
Yes, it is expensive. Especially, I think they charge you even more once you get over 75.
Well, some people won't even cover you.
And I have no health problems. I take
Yeah.
no medication, have no health problems. So if you did have health problems, I don't know what it would cost, or they might not even want to cover you.
Well, that's exactly it. Like, initially I was trying to look at plans here in, Thailand, because they tend to be much less expensive than our plans back in Canada. Obviously the coverage is also lower, but the healthcare costs less here. So like 500,000, US dollars is more than enough usually here in Southeast Asia. But they wouldn't even cover this guy because he's 76.
Yeah, nobody wants anything to do with old guys.
Well, that's not true, but they think you're a risk.
Yeah, they
You're
think
a
we're too
risk.
big a risk.
Yeah.
Going to have health problems.
Yeah. So who did you go with, Dad, and how much did it cost?
Well, I went with Blue Cross,
Blue Cross
the
Saskatchewan.
Saskatchewan,
Yeah.
and I think that was roughly, I'm saying, about 2,500. But I
Yeah.
did it in a different, had two things. One that covers me all year in Canada, so you get certain benefits. And you get $400 worth of chiropractor or massages, which I may as well go have 4 massages in a year. And then it also gives you 30-day travel insurance. So I could go, say, to some other country for a month and it wouldn't be costing me any more. And when you come back to Canada, then you get another 30 days.
Yeah. Like,
So over here, I have that 30 days, and then I had to buy an extra,
topped it up.
top it up for the
Yeah.
number of extra days there was. Yeah, it costs enough.
Basically, you got an all-inclusive plan that covers you in Canada for extra things as well, plus unlimited 30-day cycles of travel insurance as long as you come back to Canada. But since you're here for like 5-6 months,
Yeah.
you had to update it with an extra like 4 months. So that's why it cost my dad so much.
And I think last year, I think it was around
1,500?
15 or 11, 1,200 or something. 1,500.
Oh yeah. It was 1,100. It was 1,100
but
for
then I
3
wasn't
months.
here as long.
Yeah.
I was a little younger too.
More or less, I think we priced it out. It's 300 to 350 Canadian dollars. So like, I don't know, 270, 280 US per month for a senior that doesn't have any health problems. You can imagine how much more it would be if you had pre-existing conditions.
Well, yes.
Yeah. So long-winded answer, but that's what you can expect. It's very, very expensive. Just want to acknowledge one of our mutual friends now, Shigeru. Thank you so much for the super.
in person.
Thank you so
Good
much,
to see you.
Shigeru. Hello, Alina. I'm relieved to see you looking well. Please don't push yourself too hard and make sure to get proper rest. Thank you so much, Shigeru. That's very sweet of you. And that's what we did yesterday. Like, I was going to do this live stream yesterday, but then we both, felt such crap. So we were just in bed all day. So we'll do the live stream today. I think we can manage an hour, but then we'll probably be resting for most of the day. So yeah, definitely don't want to overdo it when you feel like crap. So thank you so much, Shigeru. Hope you are doing great. Somebody says, Gordon looks great. Thank you. He looks like Paul Newman. I don't know who that is.
Well, he's a movie actor.
Oh, wow. What a compliment.
Yeah, I don't know about that.
Well, thank you guys so much. And I guess want to point out one very sad thing before we get going. I know this introduction is very long, but this is my dad's probably last live stream of this trip.
Yes.
You'll see him when I'm back in Saskatchewan, but way in the summer probably. But in just a few days, I'm going to Bangkok and he's going to Chiang Mai. So this is like his going away live stream.
Yes.
So if you guys have any questions for my dad about, I guess, him and like travel and stuff like that, you can ask it in this live stream because that's just in a few days that we're going to be leaving where we are. Haven't even said where we are. We're in Koh Samui. My friend Ryan is here. Thank you for coming out. Hello, glad you're both feeling better. Thank you, Ryan. Yeah, it's one thing after the other. So yeah, we are gonna do this live stream. I'm gonna flip the camera here and show you guys some of our favorite places here in Koh Samui, the second largest island in Thailand. It's on the east side of the country in the Gulf of Thailand. This is actually my first time in this area of the country, so it's been great so far. This right here is our favorite breakfast spot that we've been going to, I think, every single day. Like, I don't think we've gone anywhere else. Well, actually, yesterday I went somewhere else because they were closed, but every single day we've gone to the hub, right?
It's the best.
What do you get there?
The best. Well, I get the scrambled egg.
Not the scrambled egg.
I mean, omelet.
The omelet, yes.
Omelet with side of avocado.
Exactly. Yeah, it's super tasty. They got like, you know, breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and it's quite close to where we're staying, so it's really, really good. But just across the street from it is another really cool place that I have done a class in so far, but if we're feeling better, tomorrow me and my dad are going to do a private class of, which is Muay Thai. Had you heard of Muay Thai before you came here? No? I think you must have.
I've heard of it. I didn't know it was
Well, it's just a Thai form of kickboxing that honestly is like super hardcore. Anybody who does this regularly is 100% in amazing shape and somebody I would not want to mess with. So I did their 2-hour group class just a couple of days ago, and literally one of the hardest workouts I've ever done in my life. It was insanity. So tomorrow, as long as me and my dad are feeling better, we're doing a 1-hour private class with their trainers who are professional Muay Thai fighters. And my dad's gonna learn, you know, some of the basics of it. How do you feel about that? Yeah.
I feel good about it.
Yeah, it'll be good. It's a great workout, and you know, you learn some new skills. Let me know in the comments if any of you have ever tried this before. Ryan says, did you learn nothing from your last kickboxing class? Well, no, this will be better because, you know, we're with a private teacher, so we can kind of go at our own pace. When you're with a group, you almost get pushed, you know, to keep up with the group, which is way harder when these people, you know, train all the time. But because I'll have my dad, I can use you as a scapegoat.
Yeah.
I'll ask him to go easy on us.
Yeah.
It's like, we got a senior citizen, you got to go easy on us.
And we want to film it too.
Oh yeah, we will try and film it. So yeah, so we are going to be doing that tomorrow. And for anybody who is interested in Muay Thai, I would definitely recommend this gym. It has very good reviews on Google as well. But there's a lot of different Muay Thai gyms all over Koh Samui and also all over Thailand. And here in Koh Samui, you can actually just watch the fighting as well. Even the ladies, look how innocent they look, but they could absolutely kick my ass. That is without a doubt.
They may look harmless, but they're not.
Yeah, so it's kind of cool that they have both, you know, Thai boxers, but also a lot of international people. So pretty cool. For anybody into that, that would be a cool thing to do. So yeah, we are gonna make our way down here to the main street. Thank you very much to Wong Jeff. Happy travels. Thank you so much for the super chat. Greatly appreciated. Just to, I guess, end off on our Muay Thai thing, Dad, what did you think as I was doing the 2-hour class?
I didn't think you'd make it through that because some of them, they quit a little early because it's intense.
Yeah, exactly.
They did good to even do an hour.
Yeah. Honestly, an hour would have been perfect because usually when I do my own workouts, and you know, I consider myself a fairly fit person, I usually don't do more than an hour because, you know, why do you need that much time unless you're training for something? An hour is more than enough time to get in a good workout. So to do double that and at a much higher intensity, like holy hell, the kind of, you know, stamina you need to do that is just crazy. So I did finish it. At least I finished.
Finish it.
Yeah.
That was
that
awesome,
itself.
awesome to do that,
Yeah.
to finish.
So the area that we are currently in and where we are staying in here in Koh Samui is an area called Lamai. And this is, from my understanding, kind of the second busiest area after Chaweng. Chaweng Beach is kind of the heart of the city. It's where the most famous beach is. It's like 7 kilometers of beautiful white sand and turquoise waters, but it's kind of known as a party hub. So I chose this area because I wanted it to be a bit quieter. But and instead, yeah, and near the beach. That's the nice thing. Lamai does have the beach. It's just over there. I'll show you guys later. But unfortunately, here in Lamai, it's also been extremely loud because we have a freaking bar across the street from our hotel, which has been so annoying. And they have like just unbearably loud music until 2 in the morning every night.
Or 3 in the morning.
Yeah, it's just so
and
rude.
They're out in the street till 4 making noise.
Exactly. Like, we are not at all party people. We hate noise as we're trying to fall asleep. So this has been a bit of a, you know, letdown, to be honest, where we decided to stay. If I came back here, I would absolutely choose maybe one of the more northern or western sort of districts, because we're on the east side of the island, because it's just way too loud at night here.
Or
like,
make sure there's no bars.
Yeah, but see, the thing is, it's like all the hotels are near this main street. Yes. So if you're near the main street, you're near all of the bars. And as you can see in the mornings, it looks like it's absolutely dead. But then, you know, that it's at night when it comes all alive, and they don't shut up until like 2, 3 a.m. So this is not at all an area that I would personally stay in again. Like yeah, it's not for us, but I guess if noise doesn't bother you, then I guess sure, stay here. But yeah, that's been an issue for us because we are not party people whatsoever. Just gonna read your comments here, guys. I think somebody had actually a few people had asked about the prices here in Thailand, if things have gone up, because you know, back in 2021 I had visited Thailand, and prices were at rock bottom, obviously because of the pandemic and no tourism. It's not going to be like that. Obviously things have changed, but I would say it really depends on which district, or like which, you know, place you're visiting in Thailand, because it really ranges. Like last year, for example, Chiang Mai I found to be quite reasonably priced, and this year, looking for my dad's accommodation, it's about the same price. Like, you know, you could easily get a budget friendly hotel, like still a nice hotel but nothing fancy, for like 30 Canadian dollars, about 24 US, like incredibly reasonable. So, you know, Chiang Mai, no problem, very budget friendly. The last place that we were in, Khao Sok National Park, could get a fantastic place for around that same price. Food also was very, you know, cheap in those areas. But Phuket, here in Koh Samui, I would say Koh Samui is even more expensive than Phuket, believe it or not, especially for the food. Like the food here, I would say if you're going to the more mid-range and western places, it's maybe like 30% less expensive than Canada compared to, you know, the 70% that you would find in the other places I mentioned. So it's really not that much, you know, cheaper staying here at like mid-range places, you know, compared to what it used to be. So if you are visiting the more popular parts of Thailand, expect that it's going to be significantly more than it was just a couple years ago. But that's a lot of places in the world, unfortunately. Let me see your comments here. Harry, oh, some kitties. Question from Harriet, Jim, and Yuki. Costa's World of Music Memories. What is the biggest challenges you face when you travel as a young senior? Great way to phrase it, guys. Let's keep walking and do it.
To keep up with my daughter.
Yeah, that's the biggest challenge,
That's the biggest challenge.
Yeah, true. So what do you do to make it happen?
You just do what you're told.
Great advice. Great advice.
Do not argue with the woman. Just,
Yeah. Just do it.
Just do it.
Just do it.
That's
Just
all
do
there's to it.
Yeah, exactly. There's not a
There's
real
no question there.
Yeah.
Just do it.
Yeah, it's great. I appreciate that because that's the thing. I tell you guys all the time when people ask me why don't I travel with other people, I'm like, well, I can't. I can't travel with somebody, just a regular person.
Because they have their ideas and what they want.
Well,
to do.
and also they're on vacation, right? They're on vacation. They want to just, be really either relaxed about it or be moving like super fast because they want to see everything. But I have a super like specific pace, that I have to travel at, and the emphasis is on getting all of my videos filmed, which, it's work. It's work. It's not just a vacation.
Old dad just goes along with
Exactly, but with him, he's just like whatever, and helps me with what I need. He's carrying my purse right now.
I carry your purse because your shoulder's sore.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
You're such a great assistant.
Yeah,
I appreciate it.
You told me. Where other people, they want to do this or they don't want to do that. And I just say she plans it, and I just go along with it.
Yeah, because see, that's the benefit. If you did this trip, you would have such a huge, overwhelming mental load of how do you do everything, how do you plan everything. So I take care of that. I figure everything out for us, and you just have to go along.
And in return, I just go along.
Go along and like be my assistant. I'll be like, take pictures of me, or like go do this for me, and it works out. Somebody just threw up on the side of the road. Gross. Gross people know how to hold your liquor. Ridiculous. Work for Alina and vacation for someone else. Yes, that's fair. Very fair. All right, let me flip the camera as I keep reading your comments here, guys. We are still kind of going through Lamai. Some sexy images of ladies. Things are still quite dead because, this is a party district at night, so it doesn't really get going until 11 a.m. I would say, but
or even after that.
Yeah, but see, the thing is with my live stream, I can't really do it later because then it's like 11, 12 midnight time in Toronto or New York kind of area, so it's a bit too late. And then to do it in my evening their morning, I can't really do because the light's not there and the live stream wouldn't really work. So unfortunately, morning really is the only time for me to be able to stream to an awake North America, but everything's kind of closed. Okay, are you going? Has anybody actually been here before? Has anybody been to Koh Samui, and any suggestions? I'm just reading your comments here. David says, your dad is such a great travel partner. Fun to listen to the banter. Thank you so much. The tip sheet. I don't know how you're going to manage without him. Well, I certainly appreciate his help, but I was doing travel vlogging for like 4 years solo, so.
Yeah, I don't know how she puts up with me. I couldn't put up with myself.
No. See, now that, before when we were trying to really save money, we would actually get a twin room and share a room, but now on this trip we've gotten separate rooms almost everywhere.
My snoring keeps her awake.
Yeah, and I think it oh, so cute. Oh, he wants a belly rub. Give it a belly rub. So yeah, it's given both me and my dad, extra time to just do our own things and have our own separate rooms, which has been great. What a cutie pie. So sweet. Hi, loves. Hi. Lovely. So lovely. David says, I have seen Koh Samui from our condo at Kanam Beach. Never made the trip over. Oh, you absolutely should. Natural Explorer says, yes, I have been there. Good activities, but generally I found it too commercialized for me. Too many tourists. That's fair. Huh. Wong says, yeah, vibes Kensington Market, Toronto. You know, that's actually true. I mean, it's a bit more like, yeah, commercial bar, I would say. But in a way, yeah, Lamai is a bit more hippie, a bit more eccentric. There's 1,000,001 weed shops here, which is also not my favorite. But yeah, it actually is a good comparison of Kensington Market. So nice comment. As I mentioned in the beginning, Koh Samui is the second largest island in Thailand, but right beside it there's also two really famous islands that you could take like an hour or 2-hour ferry to. Koh Phangan, which is like the full moon party island, which I was thinking of going to, you know, with the being here for a whole week, you know, just do a day trip to Koh Phangan. But I think it really requires its own trip, because on a day trip you're going to see like one district and kind of just sail around it. So I thought I'd leave it for another time. And then also Koh Tao, which a friend of mine was actually just at, and it looked pretty cool. So maybe on another trip to Thailand I check out those islands, because they're literally right beside Koh Samui. So if you come here, like, just know that there's other islands around, and there's also a marine national park that was on my list. Like, I was supposed to actually go today because the live stream was scheduled for yesterday, and I was supposed to go to the marine park today. But with this sunburn that is still red, like my chest is still red, I'm not supposed to go out in the sun, and it's actually quite painful still. So I've had to completely cut that out of our itinerary. So unfortunately I'll have to come back for that as well. So the sunburn really did a number on us. Jamal says Thailand has over 6,000 islands, lots of options to choose from. Oh, absolutely, it's amazing. South Asia uses USD, or they take colorful Canadian. I mean, they take everything, but it's Thai baht that they have as the currency here. You have to exchange your money or take money out on an ATM. Right now the conversion for Canadian anyway is 1 Canadian dollar to 25 baht. I would assume the US is maybe then 30, 32 maybe, something like that. So obviously the currency is in our favor, but in places like Phuket and Koh Samui, as I mentioned, it's expensive enough. Like a mid-range meal with a main and a drink, it's gonna be like 12, 13 US dollars minimum. So not exactly cheap. I mean, it is cheap, I guess, compared to what the US and Canada is now, but that used to be a normal price to pay in Canada and the US just a few years ago. So I still consider that to be expensive enough for one meal. Oh, wow. Fabian, hello from Romania, Alina. Hello to your father, too. I am preparing for my 2 weeks Asia getaway in 1 week with my mom. Aw, that is so sweet. 60 years old, present in HK, Thailand, and Singapore. Isn't that awesome?
That's nice.
That's very sweet of you. I hope you guys have a great time. That's awesome. Dad, what tips would you, well, I mean, you gave your tip of what makes you be able to travel the way you do with me, but for a senior who is, let's say, doing a trip with a friend or by themselves, what kind of stuff should they kind of keep in mind?
I find like Canada is so cold in the winter times. That's a big thing for me.
Mm-hmm.
Warm climate. Food is really good. Way less expensive than Canada.
Yeah.
And the people are so friendly.
Yeah, for sure.
So those are the main three things.
And probably if you're going, you know, for the first, well, if you're not an experienced traveler, it's probably better to just stay in one or two places, right? Because it's overwhelming to try and move around all the time by yourself.
Yeah, like from Chiang Mai, I took a side trip, you know, got to the elephant sanctuary. That was all right.
Yeah.
Just for the day, so
Yeah.
things like that are good.
But see, you like Chiang Mai enough that you're like, okay, I'd rather just stay there like for a couple of months than jumping around how I do.
It's too tiresome jumping around.
Yeah.
And then I get used to certain places to eat,
Yeah.
and the food I like stay with the same thing all the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I'm guilty of that too, but my dad especially, when he finds something he likes, you just order it all the time.
Yeah, and I go back to the same place every day.
Yeah, he becomes a regular real
And
fast.
then they know what I walk in there, they know where I'm going to sit, they know what I'm going to order.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Awesome. Well, that is lovely. So great to see other people traveling with their parents. Not done enough. Aw, very big thank you to the lovely Brianna. Thank you for the super chat. Hello, Alina. Use vitamin E oil for that burn. It works wonders if you're not allergic to it. Not sure if you can find it there. Take care, and your pops looks great. Thank you so much, Brianna. That's so sweet of you. The day that I got the burn, we went to the pharmacy and I got this like, I don't know the medical name, but it's like, you know, this after sun gel that has aloe vera and some kind of other medical ingredients, which is supposed to give it like, you know, the biggest punch to try and heal as soon as possible. And I've been using that a few times a day, so thankfully that has helped. But yeah, it is not fun to get a sunburn. I almost just forgot what it's like. Like I literally thought, oh, you know, it sucks, it's slightly painful, but somehow I thought after a day I'll be able to go back to, you know, my normal life, my normal plans. I won't be in pain. I just didn't make the connection that no, like my other plans are gone now. I can't do the national park. I can't even go out during the day when the sun is bright. It's super painful, and I'll make my sunburn worse if I do, so even under clothes. So yeah, you forget how bad of a feeling it is until you have it, and then you promise yourself, I'll never let myself get a sunburn again because it's so terrible. So yeah, not fun. We have Dak. Hello, Alina and Dad, watching from Yorkton, Saskatchewan.
Oh, Yorkton, close to home.
Thailand is really safe. Lots of beautiful places to visit with acceptable cost. Very true, and thank you so much, Dak. Awesome that you are from Yorkton. That is great. Anna asks, do you use the ATMs in the airport before you hit the small towns? As far as the visa, do you do it online? How many days before traveling, and is it good for 30 days? So your first question, yes, I use the ATMs at the airport because I do like to have cash right away when I land in a country, and usually you'll have to pay, you know, for your taxi with cash. So even though it's higher fees almost always at the airport, you know, that's just an extra cost of traveling, so it is what it is. Same with the SIM card. I buy my SIM card at the airport, even though it's a bit more expensive. Here in Thailand is actually the worst. Like they soak you about double what it would regularly cost outside of the airport. So that's actually the worst country that I found for getting a SIM card right in the airport. But almost everywhere else it's maybe 10-15% more expensive, so not a big deal. Your second question, yeah, because with the ATM thing, absolutely I do it before I head to small towns, because in some places, especially in Laos, there is no, you know, ATMs in small places, so you have to make sure you have enough cash on you, because they also don't take card. So very important to have cash. With the visa, if you're talking about coming here to Thailand, we got our visas online. So I guess, yeah, the e-visa portal. That's a tourist visa for 60 days that you can extend, which my dad will actually be doing because he's going to stay longer in Chiang Mai, but I'm just using less than 60 days and then heading out. But as Canadians, we have visa on arrival that would have given us 30 days visa free. But that wasn't quite long enough to do everything we wanted to do, so we just decided to go ahead and get the 60-day visa online. So I think that answered your questions. Jamal says Chiang Mai's are really affordable. You can find an apartment for 46 square meters for less than $400 US a month. Yes, I mean, there are definitely some very good deals, especially if you go outside of the old town. But I found that when I was looking for a place for my dad, right in the old town, and like a nicer place, not a real cheap place, it wasn't that low. It was maybe like 800, 900 US, and that's fully furnished. I don't know if you were talking about a long-term rental or a short-term, but for the short-term rentals, you can expect at least $800-900 in Chiang Mai in the center of the city. If you were okay, you know, outside of the city or riding a motorbike to get everywhere, then yeah, maybe you could find $400 or $500 US. But on Airbnb, at least, I didn't see prices quite that low. Guess who's on the live stream? Dale Holmgren. Hi from Canistino.
Oh, Dale. Hi, Dale.
Minus 19 now. Wish we were there.
Yeah.
Got anything to say to Dale?
Stay warm.
Yeah, hi Dale. Thank you so much for coming out, and say hi to Arvella for us. That's some lovely family friends that we have here on the live stream. Thank you so much. And oh my gosh, speaking of good friends, thank you so much to my lovely friend Alex for the super generous super chat. Thank you so much, Alex. Glad you're both feeling better. Hello from chilly Toronto. What's worse, sunburn or frostbite? Oh, that's hard.
You don't want either.
Well, it depends what degree, right?
Yeah, you don't want frostbite.
Probably actually, yeah, frostbite, because then your limbs, if it's bad enough, can actually like stop functioning and fall off. And that's not even a super severe frostbite. But with sunburn, of course, you can blister, and sometimes you need medical intervention. But most people who get sunburn, it's not usually that bad.
Yeah, with frostbite, if it's severe enough, they can lose toes or fingers.
Yeah. So I guess I would say frostbite, and just because on a whole, I think I can tolerate the heat ever so slightly better than I can tolerate the cold, but not by much. So probably I'd say frostbite. But thank you so much to Alex. Thank you for coming out. Thank you for supporting my channel, and I hope you are doing great. We'll see you again when I get back to Toronto this year. Speaking of which, this is my first live stream of 2024.
Yes.
You get used to saying that, 2024?
Yeah, we gotta remember 2024 now.
We do. And I'm just thinking, I was gonna go all the way back to go on the beach, but I guess we could go on the beach here as well.
Yeah, you could.
What should we do, guys? I feel like let's actually go back and let's go the way we usually go to get onto the beach, because I've kind of had the camera on me this whole time. I want to show people the streets more. Flip the camera here, guys. I mean, a lot of it is bars. Like, that's the thing. I actually didn't anticipate that here in Lamai it would be just so many bars and stuff. I kind of was under the impression that it was significantly quieter than Chaweng, but I would not agree with that unless you were way off the main road. But it's still nice. Like I do like Lamai. If it wasn't for the noise at night, I wouldn't really have any complaints. But to be honest, it's three things. It's massage parlors, bars, and cannabis stores. That is the majority of the businesses. And I mean, I guess tour agencies and restaurants. But that's the majority of the businesses here in Lamai, and then also in Chewang. Harry's restaurant. Is that Harry Potter? Amazing. Happy New Year to you as well, Jeremy. Thank you very much. Hello from Japan. Hello. Nana says, I'll trade you the Sunburn for the snow in Calgary. I don't know if I want to make that deal. I don't want that snow either. I mean, it is nice when it's not too cold and you can go like skiing and snowboarding and stuff. Like, it is beautiful. Winter is beautiful in Canada, but when it gets too cold, that's when I have a problem with it. That's Superman. Hi from Winnipeg, minus 15 right now. Yeah, that sounds bad enough. Oh, Ian says minus 22 with the wind in Calgary right now. Gonna be in the minus 30s later in the week. Oh, I'm so sorry. That sounds terrible. Yeah. That does not sound fun. My mom is in Calgary, so I feel for her that it's gonna be that cold in these days. David asks, someone mentioned it earlier, but any plans to meet up with Chris Parker while there? I think he's in Bangkok at the moment, but you never know, I suppose. So if you watched my channel when I was here in 2021, I met Chris, and we did actually a few collaboration videos. Super nice guy. We haven't really kept in touch since. But yeah, I mean, we'll see how things go. You know, I'm sure he's a busy guy and has a lot going on. So yeah, maybe I will reach out to him when I'm in Bangkok and stuff. But I have already actually done a collaboration with him, once on my channel and once on his channel when I was there during the pandemic, and him and his wife were obviously living in Bangkok. So really nice guy, really fantastic channel. And yeah, I think I told you about Chris. He's Canadian. I think he's from Ontario, and he has a channel called Retired Working for You, which gives fantastic tips to any, you know, seniors that are thinking of moving to Thailand and retiring here, all the ins and outs of that. So he has some fantastic tips, you know, for what you can expect if you make the move. So yeah, great guy. Let's see here. Rod Ruth says, it's my understanding that in many regions there is one price for foreigners and another price for Thais for the same thing. Oh yeah, I mean that's in a lot of places.
Well, yeah, national parks and all that. Yeah.
It's the Farang fee. Farang means foreigner in Thai, and yeah, I mean honestly, I get it. As long as it's not like obscene, you know, as long as it's not obscenely more expensive, I get it, and I'm happy to pay it. You know, it helps, you know, the local population. For example, here in Koh Samui, the cheapest way to get around the island is these sort of like, they're not proper tuk-tuks. They're almost a mix between a tuk-tuk and a Filipino jeepney. And Sao-to? Do you remember what the proper name of
I don't remember
things here are? But anyway, it's a form of public transportation, and it is cheaper than the taxis, where you basically just like hail them off the street and you tell them where you want to go and they give you a price. But the price is 100% like 3 or 4 times more for foreigners than it is for locals. Like from here to Chewang Beach, for a local, I think it's like 30 or 40 baht. And for a foreigner, you will be lucky if you can get it for 100, which is about, okay, $3 and it's about a 15-minute ride. But it's public transportation, right? And anywhere else in Thailand, even in Bangkok, like public transport is $1 or less. So they're soaking you, you know, soaking you for like 3-4 times the price compared to a local. But it is what it is. Like if you want, you can take a taxi, which will be even more. The Grab here is much higher than you would expect, like way more than in Bangkok. But that's just what it is, you know. If you don't want to deal with that, you know, I guess don't come here. Go to a lesser known sort of island. But here in Koh Samui and also Phuket, they just soak you for like transportation costs, unfortunately. All right, so we are going to turn onto the beach in just a second here, but just wanted to give you guys one more view of this kind of bar street, restaurant street area.
Sexy sex bar.
Yeah, is that where you're gonna go at night?
Too late for me.
Too late for you?
To scam me on my money.
You got to treasure your money. That's your retirement. You can't let the ladies scam you.
It may be good for them, but it's not good for me.
Exactly. So you gotta play it safe. This isn't Colombia, obviously. They're not gonna drug you with scopolamine and kidnap you, most likely here in Thailand. But you still got to be careful of those Thai bar girls. I'm sure they have their ways as well. By the way, that was the public transport going by just there. So yeah, it's kind of like the Filipino jeepneys or whatever. It's just like the back of a truck that has seats. So it's fine. I think this is our turn here, right? I think we turn here. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I missed a super chat from Steve Mack. Thank you so much, Steve. Greatly appreciate your support and hope you are doing well. Thank you very much. Very kind of you. Yeah, the bar's definitely quiet until about midday. Oh, there we go. Somebody said the name of the public transport. It's Song Theo, if I'm saying it properly. Song Theo. That was the proper name, yes. That's the name of them here in Thailand.
Yeah.
Another fun thing to point out, I haven't gone here yet. I tried to the other day, but we came a little bit too late in the day. Русская кухня. Еда на Samui. So some of you may know that there has always been, like it's not recent or something because of the war, but there's always been a lot of Russians on both Phuket and Koh Samui, and a lot of, have lived here for decades and have their own businesses. So there is a great Russian restaurant here. So as somebody who loves that kind of food and misses that kind of food when I travel, it's such a treat to be able to have my home cooking once in a while, especially here in Southeast Asia. So before we leave, I would really love to come here for a meal. Thank you to Pinasol. Hello, fellow Torontonian. Just discovered your channel and binged all your Colombia videos for my upcoming trip to the country. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much. Really appreciate that, and hope you have a wonderful trip, and stay safe. Keep your guard up. It's a beautiful country, but it ain't Thailand. I can say that without a single doubt, that while sure horrible, horrendous atrocities I'm sure have happened in Thailand too, but it is a world of difference, the safety of Thailand versus Colombia. So please be safe. The other thing that I don't love about Lamai is that it does have, I mean, it doesn't have that many entrances to the beach. Like this is the one that almost always we use, because you can't get in at the top part of the beach, and you'd have to go all the way down to where we actually turned around to get onto it as well. Because a lot of the like restaurants and stuff, they don't actually lead out onto the beach or anything. I think it's just like bush or something. So you have to go all the way back to the one path that leads to the beach, which I find a bit annoying. But it is a beautiful beach. No complaints with that. I do like the beach here in Lamai, and I like that they have some pretty nice beachside cafes and restaurants. Maybe if a person was like staying out at this kind of hotel, which is kind of away from the main street, it would be a lot quieter, which would be my deal. Oh, can you guys hear the water there? It's so calming. Sam asks Alina, what are you gonna have for dinner? What do you want for dinner tonight?
I haven't thought that far ahead yet.
No? But you like your foreigner food. I mean, you like Thai food, but my dad especially does miss his sandwiches and all of that kind of jazz. So knowing that, we might actually freaking get burgers. Oh yeah, he likes burritos, yeah. That's good. All right, guys, let's sneak through here to get onto the beach. Are you skinny enough?
I think I can.
Can you make it? Oh. I missed a super chat from Harriet, Jim, and Yuki once again. Thank you so much. Another question for Gordy. If you could travel with Alina anywhere around the world other than where you've been, where would it be? What a good question.
Oh, I've been in New Zealand with her.
Yeah.
And that was really
But they're asking where you haven't been.
Oh, where I haven't been.
Yeah, so where would you want to travel with me that we haven't been yet?
I haven't given that any thought at all.
Well, just think of a place that you are interested in.
I have no idea.
What's a cool country?
I've been to all the cool countries. I don't know. I have to think
What about... Okay, well, what about Australia?
No.
No? Why not?
Too hot and too many poisonous snakes and insects and
Okay.
stuff like that.
What about Alaska?
Yeah, in the summertime, Alaska
right.
would be good.
I think he'd like Alaska in the
that's a
summertime.
long road.
There's some kind of monkeys up there. Thank you so much to Harriet, Jim, and Yuki. I appreciate it. Dad, I'm gonna need you to take my shoes. One sec, guys. I actually brought oh, you brought a bag. Smart. Yeah. I'll flip the camera in just a sec, guys, but oh my goodness, the tide today is almost up to where the restaurants are. I think we're probably gonna get a bit of a storm today. Just take a look at this. Usually at least it's like 4 or 5 meters back from this point, but we got some big waves here on Lamai today. This is the highest I've seen it that while we've been here. Well, another question for you, Dad. Well, this one you should be able to answer.
Is it simple?
Yeah, it's simple. Gordon, where is your favorite place that you visited with Alina?
Favorite place?
That we've been together.
I don't know, Vietnam, Thailand?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. Yeah, I mean, we have seen actually quite a bit of Vietnam and also here in Thailand. So yeah, everywhere that we've been together is great. And like you said, you liked New Zealand back in the day too. Him and I traveled there quite a while ago.
Yeah, it's definitely not what they speak our language.
Yeah.
And easy.
Yeah, true. Yeah. So there we go. Vietnam, Thailand, and New Zealand would be my dad's favorites. Whoa, my goodness. I guess you're not going for a swim today.
No, I'm not going in that.
Absolutely not.
Are you?
No, absolutely not. I mean, when we were in Chaweng just a few days ago, the surf was actually quite high, but people were swimming and I went in as well. It wasn't too bad because it wasn't that deep. But here in Lamai, there are some places where it really drops off and it doesn't look like there's anybody other than those guys. Yeah, but still. Yeah, and I think it's gonna rain, so I'm probably not gonna go swimming unless the weather really changes by the end of the day. But a beautiful beach, like look at this, guys. This is all Lamai, and it goes way down there, loops around, and then also this way. Me and my dad walked down there just a couple of days ago when I got my sunburn. That's the grandmother and grandfather rocks. It's like a famous attraction here in Koh Samui. But that took us like an hour. It took us like an hour to walk down there because it was actually quite rocky further on. So it's a very big beach. It would take a very long time to walk the whole thing. So this is the first trip that you've had a tropical beach experience. What was your first kind of like thoughts when you went on the beach? You were like, oh man, I've missed this my whole life, or like, oh, it's just okay, or like. So you're not a big beach person.
No, I can't.
Well, yeah, I guess. Holy moly, holy hell! I wish I actually would have had my camera on, guys. It was like a crazy wave. Let's see if I don't know it happens again. The water is so choppy right now. I'll see now it kind of calmed down, but there was a huge wave. Anyway, but I was gonna say you're more of a mountain person, right?
Yeah.
More mountains, flatlander, not so much on the beach. Yeah. Okay, well, let's go for a little walk down the beach. I'm just thinking probably this way would be better because we get more coastline to walk on. Yeah, let's do that. Yeah, it's never up this high usually. Thank you so much to Rahul. As always, thank you so much for coming out and supporting. Thank you for your very generous super chat. Happy to hear that you and your dad are feeling better. Hope you both have many more amazing adventures together. That's so nice from Rahul.
Yeah, thank you.
That's so sweet of you, Rahul. Thank you so much for coming out and hope you are doing well. Hope you had a great holiday season. Hope things are good in Ontario. So question that I feel the need to answer here from Tan, because I have gotten this question a few times in the last while. Alina, I noticed that you're always traveling with your dad. Why not with your mom or the three of you together? So I guess, you know, some of you haven't watched my early videos, which obviously is absolutely fine. But my parents are divorced and have been divorced for like 15, 20 years. I don't even know how long. So they're obviously not together.
Since you were 10.
Yeah, since I was about 10. So obviously they live in separate places. And also my mom is a bit younger than my dad. So she still has a full-time job that she can't, you know, take 3-4 months off and go travel Southeast Asia like this guy can. Even though you still frickin' work like a racehorse, I can't get him to fully retire.
Never, ever retire.
He never wants to retire, workaholic. So at least I get him to, like, you know, go for the winters and take a bit of a break. But yeah, my mom still has to work full time. But to be honest, she's probably going to retire as well in the next few years. So once she does, most likely we will be doing lots of traveling together then as well, because I do love traveling with my mom. And her and I did that trip to Brazil. You know, how many years ago was it now? About 2 years ago, her and I went to Brazil and had a great time. So that is why, for anybody who was wondering, whoa, yeah, water came in really, really close. So let me put it here. Look at that. I mean, it has its own beauty when it's this kind of overcast, rough sea kind of view, but also kind of scary because you do not mess around with open water. It is more strong than we even realize. Arthur asks, how old is your dad? My dad is 76. Triton says, the moment you retire is the moment that you're old. Until then, you are still young.
That's right.
Why is that?
Well, you need to be doing something, learning new things, and just keep busy.
Yeah.
A lot of retired people, if they don't have something else to do, yeah, they go downhill and they get old fast.
Yeah. Yeah, no, you have to have some kind of thing that you're getting up for in the morning.
Yeah.
But some people are fine to get up in the morning and go lay on the beach.
Yeah.
But I guess you're not one of them.
No.
Yeah.
I mean, once in a while, fine.
Yeah.
But every day, no.
No. That's not your kind of thing. All right. Your dad looks awesome for his age. Look at all the compliments you're getting.
Yeah, you're just being nice. I know what I look like when I look in the mirror. I know exactly what I look like.
No, you look good.
Well, you take a picture of me even 20 years ago. Big difference.
Well, everybody, if you take a picture of them 20 years ago, it's a difference.
You take a picture when you were 20 years old.
Uh-huh. Yeah, well,
What happened?
aging is going to happen to everybody. That's a given.
Well, some age more than others.
Yeah, well, you've done pretty good, so it is what it is. You know what they say, 99 problems, but a beach ain't one.
Yeah.
That's what that song should be.
Yeah.
They should not be using derogatory terms to refer to women, but instead they should be talking about the beach. I agree.
Problems, but the beach ain't one.
Exactly. Oh, I missed a super chat. Thank you so much to Jonathan. Thank you very much for the super chat. Hope you are doing great. Andre asks, do you have a TikTok? Yes, I do, but I don't post on it enough. I'm trying to change that, but it's just Alina McLeod, same as my YouTube and Instagram. Nathan asks, so have you got your father helping you out with video editing? I'm guessing no.
Yeah, that's right. No.
Unfortunately, that's one area where, I'm sorry, but you're a bit useless for that.
Yeah, I've never done it.
Yeah.
I've tried it on my own, you know, but yeah, there's a lot to learn and a lot to know about that.
Yeah, well, editing is very hard. I mean, you know, when I started out editing my videos, first of all, it was so basic, and second of all, I wasn't very good at it. It takes a very long time to improve, and I still wouldn't consider myself a phenomenal editor, but I'm, you know, improving as time goes on.
I've tried it on the editing program. I've tried it.
Yeah, well, you wanted to be a YouTuber, right?
Yeah, I want to be a YouTuber.
You probably had a somewhat false belief for a while that you thought, oh, you know, like I can do that.
Well, maybe I can yet.
Well, I'm not giving up on you, but I think you've realized now just how hard it is.
Yeah, I see how hard.
Yeah, so there's a lot more to it than people realize. Let's see here. So, first of all, a few people made the comment that Gordon looks younger than Joe Biden.
Well, I am younger than him.
Yeah. So that's the first
And
comment.
I think I'm in better health than him.
Well, probably.
But maybe that's just me.
And so then somebody asks, what's your dad's secret? Vitamin supplements?
No, having a daughter like I do.
Yeah.
That helps keep me young.
Yeah,
Pushes me to the limit.
that's right. So that's the supplement that you need is
You
a daughter.
you gotta be around young people and do young people's things.
Yeah,
Not be around a whole lot of old people that don't do anything.
Exactly.
If they are active, yes. But
yeah,
a lot aren't. So
yeah.
be around young people.
That's the secret sauce, guys. You heard it from the horse's mouth.
Yeah, the horse's mouth.
They're trying to put a jet ski in this weather.
They put one out there.
Why? Who's gonna use it?
2 or 3 out there already.
I don't even know who the hell's gonna rent a jet ski unless they're like, oh my god, look at the waves. Look, 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 look. Holy moly. It is rough as hell. Look at that. Oh my god. Jesus. Oh my god.
Well, they're used to it.
That's crazy.
Not like me trying to do that.
Yeah. Oh, and he's gonna drive it too. Oh my god. Oh my god. Jesus.
Yeah.
Wow. That is crazy. I don't know what they're gonna do with them. Like, why are they just chilling there? Why wouldn't they bring them in? Something I must not know.
Conditions, nothing to them.
I guess, but I mean, it's the foreigners who are renting them, right? And who's gonna rent them right now? The nice thing I will say is that, see, I was afraid I could only do the live stream for an hour or less. We just, went over about 10 minutes ago because I was scared the sun would be so hot. But luckily, actually, this overcast weather is not at all painful for my sunburn. So very nice that it has turned out this way, minus any sort of raining. I hope it doesn't rain because that would obviously end the live stream for us. But this is perfect. But yeah, there probably will be a storm later today. Nice thing about a lot of the beaches here in Koh Samui, and I mean a lot of beaches in Thailand in general, is you can get beachside. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to get my pants dirty because mine are my nice white linen pants. But as I was saying, you can get, beachside massages. And to give you guys like a reference of prices, let me zoom in. So traditional Thai massage, which is where you keep your clothes on and they like maneuver you like a pretzel, and I believe it's 1 hour, 300 baht, which is approximately 12 Canadian dollars, so 8 US, something like that. So that's pretty incredible. Foot massage is also 300. Oh, actually quite a few of them are 300. Oil massage is 300. A strong Thai massage, if you really want to feel the pain, is 400. So yeah, insanely inexpensive. Of course, sometimes you get, some therapists that don't do the best job, but almost always, in my experience of getting massages in both Thailand and Vietnam, like they are good, right? Like the massages here are fantastic.
They seem to know how to do it.
Yeah, you get a lot of foot massages, right?
Yeah, just part of my leg and around my knee where I have trouble, and they really help a lot.
Yeah. And obviously, like, you know, in Canada, it's going to be at least $100 for an hour-long massage. Here, like I said, it's about like 12 to 15, 20, 30 if you're going to a fancy place. But, you know, with our privileged position of having our currency go so far, my dad goes like at least once a week, right?
Yeah, maybe.
And that's helped your knee a lot. See,
Yeah, a lot.
when
It's
you...
almost 100%.
Yeah, when you came from Canada, when we first got to Vietnam, I was a little bit worried because you were so slow on the stairs.
Yeah, I couldn't go up and down the stairs.
But now that he's been here for a few months, oh hi! Oh my gosh, that's awesome. What's your name?
Mike.
Mike, nice to meet you. Here for vacation or?
I lived here 2 years.
Oh wow, that's awesome. How do you find it?
Great.
Yeah?
It's a lot worse place to be. I'm from the U.S.
Oh nice. Where in the States?
Texas.
Oh, Texas.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, wow, okay.
Oh yeah, you've been here 2 years.
4 years actually.
4 years.
Traveling a little bit around Southeast Asia, but mostly here.
Yeah.
Civilian.
Oh, that's
And I saw your
awesome.
live video.
Yeah. Well, thank you for stopping in. Yeah. Any tips for anybody coming here for the first time that you would say kind of as, you know, a local that's been here for a while?
Like places to stay.
Yeah, or just any kind of tips of things people should keep in mind.
Take a jet ski out.
Oh yeah, just not in this weather.
I've been based here for 2 years.
Yeah.
It's a little bit cheaper than like Chilean.
Yeah, yeah.
More quiet, peaceful.
Yeah.
So.
Nice.
Yeah.
Awesome. Perfect. Well, thank you so much. Yeah, thank you so much.
It's Mike Abroad on YouTube.
Okay,
I
yeah.
posted a comment.
Oh, I will have
so
to look
she
it up.
can look it up.
Mike Abroad. Amazing. Awesome.
So
Have a
you
great
do
day.
the YouTube too.
Yeah, not nearly as many subscribers.
Well, yeah. We didn't know we have a YouTuber here, Mike Abroad. Go check him out, guys. That's awesome. Yeah. That's great.
To a meeting. I just want to say hi.
Yeah, for sure. Have a
Good,
great
good,
day. Take
good.
care. Thank you. Oh, that's awesome. Such a small world, isn't it? That's awesome. Yeah. Well, I will say, like, I am very grateful for obviously each and every one of you. I wouldn't be able to do this without you guys. So as always, thank you so much. And it's especially so nice when, yeah, people come and say hi. Because, like, as we've been doing, you know, this trip, we've had at least like 10 people, like, you know, come up to us and say hi and stuff, that they watch the channel, and a lot from, like, you know, the boonies of Canada. So that's super, super cool as well. So it really is a small world when you think about it. So thank you guys so much. Amazing. I don't know how that can be valid. Doesn't a green flag mean that it's safe to swim?
I don't.
But I would not say that it is safe to swim in this kind of water. Oh no, I don't want to get my nice white linen pants too dirty. It is coming in today. Doggy asks, have you tried the local Thai tea yet? Of course, it is delicious. I don't know if some of you know this, but before I did, oh no, no. Before I did YouTube full time, I was working part time at a Thai restaurant in Toronto. So luckily, before I ever came to Thailand, I was very well versed in a lot of actually authentic traditional Thai dishes, because our whole kitchen staff was all from Thailand, like fresh off the boat kind of thing. So it was a fantastic opportunity to, you know, learn about Thai cuisine. I got to have as much Thai iced tea as I wanted. They always cooked us like a big family, you know, staff dinner at the end of a shift. And as much as I obviously would never want to be a waitress again, it was the best serving job I ever had. Like, they by far had the best management and just the best, you know, work environment. So if you guys are ever in Toronto, definitely check out Sukhothai on Wellington. That's the location where I worked, and that kind of gave me a, you know, window into Thai culture and Thai cooking. So yeah, once I got to Thailand, I already knew, you know, quite a few things. All right, we haven't gone down here yet, have we? I don't think we have. I think we just went the other way. I can't remember being in this part, but this looks nice. They got some beach clubs here. This one looks really nice. The way it usually works with beach clubs, both here and in most of the places that I visited, is the fancier places, usually you do have to pay a fee for the sunbed as well as a fee for the food, or the fee for the food is going to be like, you know, a very high minimum spend. But the cheaper places, a lot of times you just have to buy any kind of drink. Like, as long as you buy any kind of drink or any kind of food, you can, you know, use their sunbeds. So always make sure you ask before you like sit down on a sunbed on any kind of beach, because if you go to the fancier places, you might be a little bit shocked just how expensive it is. Margot says, hi from rural Saskatchewan. I'm from Zenon Park. Do you know where that is? Not far from Kinistino.
Oh, yeah?
I don't know where that is. Zenon Park?
Yeah, it's east of Kinistino.
I'm sorry, I do not know that place in Saskatchewan, but my dad knows it, so that is awesome. And I've been watching for years. I studied in Thailand for 4 months. Lovely country. Thanks for all the great Thai content. Wow, good for you, Margot. That is an awesome idea to come study here in Thailand for a few months. What a great adventure. So thank you very much for watching the channel. Oh, it's a small French community. Figured your dad would recognize the name.
Oh, sure. I've drove through the place or by it.
Yeah.
A few times.
Nice.
Yes.
Yeah, Saskatchewan has a lot of like small communities. Meskinau with what, 10 people?
Yeah.
I had a friend who lived in like a tiny town in Saskatchewan, and yeah, I think at the time like their population, yeah, like what? It's like a dozen people, right?
Yeah.
Meskinau.
Yeah, it could be more.
Maybe 20 or something.
Not very many.
Yeah, tiny towns.
They used to be a real thriving place.
I know, it used to be bigger. So look at this place, guys. I think this is some kind of resort that has their own sunbeds. Got a palm tree kind of sticking out here on the side. Very nice. Let's walk for a bit more. Maybe in about 10-15 minutes we will finish things up. That will be about an hour and a half, which I feel is actually the perfect amount of time for a live stream. So actually got lucky with the weather, to be honest, at least so far. This is really nice. They got an infinity pool over here. I assume that out that way, I don't know if it's probably too far for me to really zoom in, Chris, but I think that's a lot of private homes if I had to guess. Maybe some bungalows. But yeah, that would probably be a more quiet part of Koh Samui. That'd probably be a better place for me to stay in for quiet. But then that's the issue. It's like I want both quiet and also convenience, right? It's like I want to be able to go out my door and get a coffee and go to a restaurant or whatever. When you go out to those kinds of places, a lot of times you don't have that available. And I'm like, is that too much to ask? Why can't more countries be like Japan, where it's considered so rude to be like loud after 10 p.m.? It's like, I can't tell you guys how much I love Japan for that, where you go on public transport at night, unless you're in like, you know, a crazy area, which there's not that many in Japan. Like, it is dead quiet at night. I love it so much. I love it so much, and wish more countries would put that into place. If there was a website that could a hotel booking website that could guarantee me that like the hotels on this list will for sure be quiet, you know, if you book them, I would pay a premium for that. Like, I would pay a premium to know which hotels for sure I will get a good night's sleep in. That is how important it is to me. What the heck? Gorgeous. Oh no, stop it. Got me a little bit. It got me. It got me. That's a big wave.
She can come up to here.
I know, like, yeah, this is wet. It means it's come up to here. What is this? Is this just like a walkway, or maybe this is what we passed before? I think maybe that's what it was before, yeah. Nice. Gorgeous. Well guys, I think actually this might be a good segue. We're gonna go out that way to get back up on the street, but I'll give you just a bit more of a view of the water here before we go. Anna says be careful with overcast. It can actually burn you a lot over your sunburn. Try to wear a hat until you're healed. Very good point. I did actually put some sunscreen underneath my linen, you know, top. I do find that at least covering my body does help a lot. But yeah, you are right that even in overcast skies, you can still get a sunburn. So yeah. But I hope you guys have enjoyed this live stream. Even with the overcast sky, I feel like it still gave you a great idea of how beautiful this island is. And this is just one, you know, district of it. This is just Lamai district. There is still, I think, at least 6 more major neighborhoods that you can choose to stay in and explore here on Koh Samui. Like, it is, you know, a pretty big island, so you could easily spend a week or 2 here, and even then you wouldn't see everything. So there's something for everybody, and I do see myself coming back here at some point in time. Probably not anytime soon, you know, unless I had a really good reason to come back, because there are just so many places in Thailand that I still want to discover. There was a few people really suggesting Koh Lanta to me, and then Khao Lak. I think Khao Lak, not Koh, not island. It was Khao Lak because it's on the west coast. I think I'm saying that correctly. Those were the 2 places that people were really suggesting to me. So I'm going to be heading to Bangkok now because I have a lot of desk work that I have to do, and being in a big city makes it a lot easier. So I'll be heading to Bangkok next. But at some point while I'm there, I may go to Pattaya. Even though I know it's not going to be my scene, even though this whole live stream I've been complaining about noise and nightlife, and Pattaya is like the epitome of that. But I've never been, and I feel like I should go for at least a few days. I'll stay somewhere away from obviously the bar streets. I think I've learned my lesson with this place. So yeah, if you have any suggestions about Pattaya, please let me know. And want to say a big thank you to 3 lovely people for their super chats. Thank you so much to Rahul. Thank you so much to Jim Ross. Thanks for the stream. This is for juice or lunch or a snack. Enjoy and heal. Thank you so much, Jim. Thank you for coming out as always. And a big thank you to Shigeru as well. You guys are so sweet. I really appreciate you guys always coming out and supporting my channel. And for everybody who came out today, thank you so much. Hope you enjoyed it. And Dad, do you have anything you want to say before you head off to Chiang Mai? I feel like I'm sending a child away to college. You're on your own now. Fly, little bird.
I graduated last year to grade 3.
Yeah, you did. You graduated.
And I've been there last year, so
you did.
It's not completely.
I think this is like your second year. I'd even say this is your second year of university.
No, I'm still grade 3, maybe grade 4 now.
Yeah, but I wouldn't be letting a child in grade 3 go out on their own.
Oh,
so I think you're in university.
Okay.
But you're still, a teenager.
A junior.
You're still a junior. So hope you guys enjoyed my dad's commentary. I'm sure many of you already have stated how much you do. So thank you all for being so supportive of my dad. And a big thank you to Harriet, Jim, and Yuki for the super chat. Always so good to see you guys. Thank you as always, guys. Hope you're doing great. And I'm probably going to be doing a live stream from Bangkok maybe at the end of the month, something like that, somewhere around there, or early February. So stay tuned for that. And stay tuned for my first video of Thailand coming out later this week. So as always, guys, keep being your own kind of beautiful. Bye bye.
Yeah, bye guys.
Bye.